I will be on the start line with a big goal, with the uncertainty of being able to finish, but will my body hold up? We're in Boston. It's the 2025 Boston Marathon. It's super exciting because we're here with Adidas and Top for Running, and it's gonna be my first Boston Marathon as a runner, and that makes me super excited. It's bib number pickup time. And here we go into the convention center. And if you haven't trained enough for the race, going to pick up your bib number is probably about, 42 kilometers of walking in the convention center. Hello. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. And here we go. Just like that, I have my Boston Marathon bib number. I'm so excited. Let's go. New colorway of the Adidas Pro 4.
First time running marathon?
Yeah.
First time running! Congratulations!
I went on my own to pick up the bib number just because I wanted to take a bit more time. The expo wasn't that impressive. It was very sponsor focused, so not many brands other than Adidas showing their stuff. Just picked up the bib number and now we're headed back to the hotel. And I'm back in my hotel room and I have my kit here, which I'll unbox with you so you can see everything I got. Boston sweater, t-shirt, unicorn, obviously. Boston 13, beanie, socks, t-shirt, singlet, jacket, t-shirt, official Boston Marathon jacket, shorts, and bandana, bracelets. There you go, that's all my kit. I feel very lucky to be gifted all of this. I'm gonna be rocking it on the course on Monday, but also through the weekend. Now let me take you back to the hub to have lunch. Hey, good to see you. Obviously, the first thing we are going to see is the brand new Boston 13. And it's now time to welcome the elite athletes. These moments, with elite athletes are so nice because these athletes, most of the time, are just training. So it's hard to spend time with them, hear what they have to say about their form, their fitness, about the races. All the athletes on the panel were racing here in Boston. I felt really privileged to be invited to this session, also just because I'm racing it, and I was intrigued to understand how to approach it in the best possible way. Everyone pretty much said the same, you need to take it very easy in the first 10K, and then you can start, making some moves. So I will have that in mind in a couple days. And so just like that was a session with the athletes. We had Lema, Evan Chibet. It was interesting to hear from them about Boston as I'm about to race, and now we're headed for dinner. Very nice restaurant. I can tell you it was tasty. It's the end of Saturday. See you tomorrow on Sunday. We have lots of exciting stuff to share with you, including a duck tour. Let's see what a duck tour is all about. It's Sunday in Boston and we're about to go on a duck tour to see the city from a different angle. So I will be in Hopkinton tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. on the starting line of that race, and that makes me super excited, super nervous, super happy, all of that combined, because this is the mother of all marathons, and if there's one race that's sitting at the top of my bucket list, that's probably the one. I did train super well. I got good sessions. 6-7 weeks ago, I really started to putting more miles in my weekly schedule. And then we traveled to Kenya for another project. At the end of the Kenyan trip, I felt like I had a bit of a, niggle in my calf. I didn't pay too much attention. I ran a bit on it, and unfortunately, it's still here. I will be on the start line with a bit of a niggle, with the uncertainty of being able to perform or even finish, to be honest. I'm disappointed on the one hand because this is the race and I wanted to be as fresh, as fit as I could be on the starting line. I want to give it my best, and no matter the outcome, no matter if I can finish or not, I will be on the starting line with the intention of giving it a shot, trying to run as hard as I can, and let's see what happens. We just did a short talking heads bit with Julius. Julius, you are about to race your first event in a few weeks. You'll see it on the channel, of course. Does, everything here around Boston excite you? Does it freak you out before your first race?
No, it's definitely very exciting. We saw the 5K yesterday. It was very impressive seeing everyone race.
What's going to be your first distance?
First distance is going to be 5K in Very looking forward to it. Stay tuned on the channel for a video about that.
So tonight we have a dinner organized by Adidas. For me, it's really about just making it super easy and relaxed, stress-free, because what I've learned in the past is just that if you want to succeed in a race, or pretty much in everything I do, I just need to take it, with a bit of a more relaxed approach. And if I stress too much the day before a race, it's just not gonna work out. Just wanted to wrap up today with mixed feelings about tomorrow. But the more I think of it, the more I'm wondering whether I should actually start that race, because it hurts. So yeah, not the best mood and mindset a few hours before an event like Boston and an event that I really care about. But yeah, that's how it is. So honest updates. Let's see tomorrow morning when I wake up what it's like, and we'll take it from there. So the Boston Marathon is one of these races where you have to go to the starting point by bus. Just past the first security check and now walking towards the line to get on a bus. There's a lot of people, good vibes. Let's go. I was on the bus pretty nervous. I gotta admit, I was pretty nervous just because I knew the race conditions for me personally were not ideal. I could feel the calf was a bit achy. This was just like, will my body hold up? For a few minutes, what came to mind was, what if I can just make it and have a blast of a day today on the Boston Marathon without any pain, without any suffering? Just go out and have fun, just like I planned, just like what I trained for. All right, now on our way to the starting line. I'm in corral 4, and everything I had in mind at that very moment was, come on Alex, you can do it. Just focus, just forget about the issues, the pain, the cough, just enjoy, have fun, give your best, because that's what you love. For the first K going downhill, I did not feel my calf. I was living the dream. I'm surrounded by people who love running as much as I do. I just felt like everything was possible. But then from there, it just didn't go the way I wanted. I was in control of the pace. I was running exactly at the pace I wanted to hit. I knew that going too hard in the downhills would come at an expense. I found people I knew on the course and I went with them. They were super steady and that helped me a lot. I tried to focus on that person in front of me, following them, making sure that I was getting my nutrition, my water, and trying to forget about the calf, about the leg. I realized very quickly that I was changing a bit my foot strike and my gait cycle to remove pain, but actually you're just compensating and you're recruiting muscles in a fashion that you're not used to. And around 14K, that's when my brain came to realize that every step was actually very painful. I started to consider that each step also meant that it would take me longer and longer and longer to recover. So balancing out all the information and literally feeling like I was getting stabbed in my calf at each step, I decided I need to throw a towel and just, drop out of the race.
I'm out. I just can't stand the pain. Every step is like super hard. It's too much. It's too much.
I was ashamed, sad, sorry, disappointed for me, for you, for the people supporting us. In 5 days, I'm supposedly running it again in London. The goal for that race was just to do a pacing job for Tim from Meta Endurance. I hope I can do it, but if I can't, I can't. And that's it. Final thoughts, people of Boston. The atmosphere that you can create around the Boston Marathon weekend is literally second to none. Second thought goes to Adidas, Top for Running. Thank you guys for sending us here and making this possible. And last but not least, I am deeply sorry if I disappointed any one of you watching. That's definitely not what I want to do. I want to, give my best here on the channel in everything I do to be on par with people's expectations. The one thing I have in mind since the second I dropped out of the race is I want to be back in such a good shape that nothing can stop me from having a good time on the course and finishing that race. I'm not in any sort of rush to be back and to perform here in Boston, but I want it so badly and I will make sure this happens one way or another because I just want to go to the end of that course. It's a dream of mine and I will make sure that at some point in my life I can accomplish it.